Disney has provided us with some of our favorite movies for ages, but now we're seeing it increasingly influence the world around us, and we are here for it. It's always exciting to see new styles debuting on the runway, but even more so when they involve some of our favorite Disney characters. Before we show you the best of Disney at New York Fashion Week 2018, be sure to hit subscribe for more videos from the taco. Let's begin. Everyone loves seeing celebrities making appearances on the fashion runway, and perhaps nobody got a bigger cheer than our beloved Minnie Mouse when she showed up during New York Fashion Week 2017. This year we got to see fashion model Ashley Graham getting some rest and relaxation in the Minnie Mouse suite. And of course, what visit would be complete without an adorable pair of classic Minnie Mouse ears? The style involved tons of polka dots and bows and even adorable Minnie manicures. And of course, Minnie herself was there overseeing the entire operation. This classic Disney character provided just the amount of fun inspiration for this modern style. But Minnie had better watch out because there are going to be some of Disney's baddest villains strutting down the runway. Okay, so maybe they're just outfits inspired by iconic Disney villains, but they're still undeniably awesome. The Blondes is a luxury brand co-founded by designer Philip Blonde and creative director David Blonde. While Victoria's Secret may opt to make designs for angels, the Blondes have decided to go full-on bad this year. They've based their spring 2019 collection around some of our favorite Disney villains. Seeing the trailers for Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet definitely got us hyped up to see modern versions of our favorite Disney princesses. So now seems like a perfect time to debut a Disney-inspired collection since the hype is so high at the moment. This collection by the Blondes will involve looks inspired by some of the greatest Disney villains, including Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, and Ursula, just to name a few. According to the Blondes, they've been inspired by classic Disney style since childhood and throughout their careers. They describe being able to bring their favorite Disney designs to life as a dream come true. While everyone loves the good Disney characters, the bad ones are often much more complex. It's their flaws which make them so mysterious and compelling to watch. The Blondes wanted to give these often downtrodden characters a glamorous makeover and turn them into heroes of the runway. They'll even take some time to focus on relatively minor villainous characters, including the eels Float Sam and Jet Sam from The Little Mermaid. It's okay to admit that as a kid, these two slippery sea serpents gave you the creeps, but we can't wait to see how this fashion house translates their distinctive features to high fashion. Cruella de Vil once tried to skin a simply obscene number of Dalmatian puppies in order to create the perfect outfit. While that's definitely beyond horrifying if you think about it, it definitely proves her commitment to fashion. Hopefully no actual animals were harmed in the making of this incredible Cruella-inspired costume, but if we had to guess, we'll definitely be seeing spots when the model steps out in her finest Cruella de Vil attire. Creating clothing for a fashion runway can be a challenge. Watching old Disney movies just wasn't enough for Philip and David. They wanted access to the very best resources, and they were in luck. While many production studios get rid of everything to do with past projects, Walt Disney insisted on keeping everything. He created the Disney Archives, which is filled with research material, animation cells, and concept art. Basically, it's a Disney lover's paradise, and you have to wear white gloves if you want to be allowed to touch anything. Philip and David took a trip to the Disney Archive Research Library to learn all they could about each villain in their collection. Talk about the ultimate behind-the-scenes peek. It's pretty standard for fashion designers to collaborate with each other from time to time, but getting to collaborate with Disney on a runway show is something else entirely. According to David, he learned that Ursula actually started out looking more like crayfish than an octopus. It took quite a few transformations before she ended up looking like the fabulous Divine Brown-inspired octopus woman we all remember from The Little Mermaid. In fact, according to the Blondes, Disney was invaluable in helping them learn more about their favorite characters. No matter how many times you watch the classic movies on VHS as a kid, that doesn't prepare you for encountering actual research materials. Perhaps one of the most popular Disney villains, especially recently, comes from the movie Sleeping Beauty. Maleficent is a perfect example of a seemingly horrific villain with an interesting backstory. Sure, if you just watch Sleeping Beauty, it seems like Maleficent is just no fun at parties. But after watching the movie Maleficent, you get a completely different view of the character. The live-action Maleficent actually ended up being a major inspiration for no small part of this collection. The blondes incorporated her incredible horns by making replicas of the very same ones worn by Angelina Jolie in the movie. But while we can expect to see classic Disney villains like Maleficent and the Evil Queen from Snow White, there will be newer ones as well. The Princess and the Frog was a fantastic movie filled with bright, vibrant colors and a memorable villain. That's right, the blondes even included the insidious Dr. Facilier in their New York fashion show. When people think of glamorous Disney villains, they often stick to strictly the female ones. We haven't seen any Gaston-inspired runway outfits in the past, so we're glad we'll be seeing some fashion from the evil but fabulous Dr. Facilier on the runway. A ton of painstaking time and effort has gone into making this collection absolutely perfect. Crystals have been hand-stitched onto bodices, and each piece involves an incredible amount of detail. The blondes aren't simply creating the costumes of Disney villains, they're bringing them into the modern world. These are designs that are meant to be worn by actual models, and this hasn't been forgotten throughout the creative process. Hundreds of hours of work have gone into these outfits from design to inception. David Blonde points out that these villains are merely secondary characters in their source material, but he and his brother Philip wanted to give them their time in the spotlight. It's their goal to make the villains the heroes for New York Fashion Week 2018. Who's your favorite Disney villain of all time? Would you ever wear an outfit inspired by them? Tell us your thoughts in the comment section, and then click on the subscribe button for more videos from us here at The Taco. Bye for now!